Nebi had survived the test. But the air in Kamakwi still felt heavy. People smiled when they saw her, but behind their smiles was fear. They whispered. They bowed their heads. Children watched her from a distance. Some even ran when she walked past. She wasn't just Nebi anymore. She was the girl who faced the spirit. She was the one whose sister has snake skin. She was the girl touched by the river. In the forest shrine, Mofatu burned kola nuts and poured palm oil on the stone altar. She called on the old spirit of Kamakwi, the sky god, the forest mother, the river snake. As the smoke rose, her eyes rolled back. She saw something in her vision. A shadow wearing a mask. A tall man with no feet, floating above the water. He carried a bag made of crocodile skin. And inside it were three things: a horn, a flame, and a crying baby. Then a voice whispered in her ear. Njalu's peace is temporary. The other gods are watching. One is coming. One who wears the whispering mask. Mofatu fell backward, gasping. She knew what it meant. A river god from the east. Jealous, cruel, and hungry for revenge. That night, Sata and Nebi sat outside their hut. The stars above Kamakwi twinkled, but the wind was cold. I feel strange, Nebi said. Like something is growing inside me. Sata looked at her, serious. That's because the river spirit left a mark. Your blood has changed. I don't want to be like you. Sata gave a sad smile. I didn't want to be like me either. But we don't choose our power. We only choose how we use it. Suddenly, Nebi's eyes widened. Look. A strange man was walking through the village square. He wore white cloth wrapped around his body, but no one could see his feet. He moved without sound. His face was covered with a wooden mask, carved with snakes and stars, and long black feathers. Children who saw him began to cry. Dogs hid under houses. He walked straight to the chief's compound. Chief Yo stepped outside. Who are you? He barked. The masked man didn't speak. He raised his hand. And Chief Yo fell to his knees, choking, his eyes rolling back. His warriors tried to help, but their spears turned to ash. The man looked toward Nebi and Sata's hut. Though his mask had no eyes, they could feel his gaze. Then he vanished into thin air. The next morning, Chief Yo was still alive, but he could no longer speak. His tongue was twisted. His lips couldn't open. He pointed to the sky and wept, but no one could understand him. Mofatu came and touched his chest. Her eyes narrowed. He's been silenced by Moa, the god of river jealousy, she said. That masked man. He's the whispering one. He comes before Moa destroys. The villagers were panicking. What do we do? Mofatu turned to Sata and Nebi. He wants one of you. He wants to take your power, your bond, and your blood. If he succeeds, Kamakwi will drown. Sata's decision. That night, Sata walked to the river alone. She cried. Father Njalu. Shouted. You promised me peace. The river bubbled. The surface cracked open like glass. Njalu's voice rose. I gave you time. I did not promise safety. You broke the order. You made the human blood sacred. Now Moa comes to correct what I allowed. Then let me stop him, Sata begged. Let me protect Nebi. You are not enough alone, Njalu replied. You need to return to your true form. Not just skin. Not just strength. You must awaken the serpent heart. Sata touched her chest. But that will kill my human side. Then choose, Njalu said. Be fully serpent. Or lose everything. Meanwhile, in the mountains, far from Kamakwi, the man with the whispering mask sat in a cave. Around him were scores of past chiefs, stones that bled when touched, and a fire that burned cold. He reached into his crocodile skin bag and pulled out something wrapped in black cloth. He unwrapped it slowly. Inside was a small piece of Nebi's hair. He placed it into the fire. As it burned, he smiled under his mask. "I am coming, girl of the river. And when I arrive, your sister will beg to return to the water." Back in Kamakwi, Nebi woke in the middle of the night, her body burning. Her skin turned hot. Her veins glowed faintly. Sata ran to her. "Your power is waking up too fast," Sata cried. "He's pulling it out of you. We must leave Kamakwi." Nebi gasped. "Where will we go?" "To the Forbidden River," Sata said. "Where no god walks freely. Where only the twins of the serpent can survive." Nebi stared at her sister. "What if we never return?" Sata held her close. "Then we will vanish together. But not before fighting."